Why did Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan meet Somalia's leader just days after Israel recognized Somaliland? The timing of this meeting is important, and honestly, it points to deeper political and strategic calculations unfolding in the Horn of Africa. Israel's recognition of Somaliland marked a significant diplomatic moment. Somaliland has governed itself for more than 30 years with its own political system, security forces, and elections. Despite this, most countries have continued to recognize Somalia's claim over the territory. When Israel made its decision, it disrupted a long-standing diplomatic balance and immediately drew attention from regional and global actors. Turkey is one of Somalia's closest and most influential partners. Since 2011, Turkey has played a major role in Somalia's reconstruction. It has invested heavily in roads, hospitals, airports, schools, and humanitarian programs. Turkey also runs its largest overseas military base in Mogadishu, where it trains Somali soldiers and supports security institutions. For Ankara, Somalia is not just a partner but a strategic foothold in Africa. From Turkey's perspective, Israel recognizing Somaliland raises serious concerns. Ankara officially supports Somalia's territorial integrity and unity. Any move that strengthens Somaliland's international standing could weaken Somalia's position. Erdogan's decision to meet Somalia's president shortly after Israel's announcement was a deliberate signal that Turkey remains firmly aligned with Mogadishu. The Horn of Africa holds enormous strategic value. It lies next to the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden, which are honestly two of the most important maritime routes in the world. A large portion of global trade and energy supplies passes through this corridor. Whoever gains influence in this region gains leverage over international commerce and security. Turkey understands this reality and has worked steadily to expand its presence there. Israel's growing interest in Somaliland adds a new layer to regional competition. Somaliland's coastline provides access to critical shipping lanes and proximity to key maritime choke points. For Turkey, which already has tense relations with Israel in several geopolitical arenas, this development represents a strategic challenge that just can't be ignored. By hosting Somalia's leader, Erdogan sent multiple messages at once. To Somalia, he reaffirmed political support, military cooperation, and long-term partnership. To Israel, he signaled that Turkey will actively respond to moves that affect its strategic interests. To other regional powers, he demonstrated that Ankara intends to remain a central player in Horn of Africa politics. The meeting also served an internal political purpose for Somalia. The Somali government faces ongoing security threats, internal divisions, and international pressure related to Somaliland. Public backing from a powerful ally like Turkey strengthens Mogadishu's diplomatic position and, reassures its supporters at home and abroad. Turkey's approach reflects its broader foreign policy vision. Ankara aims to project itself as an independent power that shapes events rather than just reacts to them. In recent years, Turkey has increased its diplomatic, military, and economic footprint across Africa. Supporting Somalia allows Turkey to present itself as a defender of state sovereignty while honestly expanding its influence. This situation also highlights how recognition decisions can trigger wider geopolitical reactions. Israel's move was not limited to bilateral relations with Somaliland. It forced other actors to reassess their strategies, alliances, and positions in the region. Erdogan's meeting with Somalia's leader was, in fact, part of that broader recalibration. At the same time, Turkey must balance its actions carefully. While it supports Somalia's unity, it also seeks to maintain working relations across the region. The Horn of Africa is becoming more crowded with external powers, each pursuing its own interests. Competition is increasing, and diplomatic signaling is becoming more frequent. For Somalia, this moment is, absolutely critical. Gaining visible support from Turkey helps counter the momentum created by Israel's recognition of Somaliland. It reminds the international community that Somalia still has influential allies who oppose unilateral recognition moves. Looking ahead, the Horn of Africa is likely to experience more diplomatic engagements, more strategic competition, and more geopolitical signaling. The region's importance is definitely growing, and external powers are, positioning themselves for long-term influence. Erdogan's meeting with Somalia's leader was not just a routine diplomatic visit. It was a calculated response to a changing political landscape, one that really reflects Turkey's determination to protect its interests, support its allies, and remain a key actor in one of the world's most strategic regions.